My next guest is all about breaking barriers. Raven Sutton says she loves to dance, loves to laugh, and loves to flirt. So it's no surprise she is a favorite on the popular Netflix reality show, The Circle. But it's not just Raven's charm that's mesmerizing her fans. It's her sign language and tremendous pride in deaf culture.
Oh my God, I'm just so happy to be here. I'm happy to represent the deaf community. That was my goal. I wanted to be a representative of showing the world that deaf people can do anything. The only thing that we can't do is hear. We can do absolutely anything. We are humans just like everyone else.
And Raven is making history as the first deaf contestant on The Circle, which Netflix calls a social experiment where contestants are isolated in separate apartments and can only communicate with each other through a messaging app called The Circle. Well, they vote each other off weekly in an effort to become the most popular among the group and then hopefully win $100,000. And let me tell you, Raven, who calls herself the Deaf Hottie on Twitter, has taken the show by sign language storm. I had a chance to catch up with Raven and her interpreters, Paris McTizick and Tiffany Hill, yesterday. I want to know, what's the sign for Deaf Hottie? Okay.
You can sign it like this or like this.
All right, I got it. All right, so now that we have that established, Miss Deaf Hottie, how did you land a spot on this show?
So I watched the show, and I've always enjoyed The Circle. I felt like after watching it, I knew that a deaf person could be a player on the show. And I always sat back and waited for that to happen. But one day I just took the chance. I applied. I explained my vision. I told them why I'd be the perfect person to be on the show and why I think I would win the $100,000. I sent my application. I think this was like early in the morning at 4 or 5 in the morning. And I made it. They called me back, and I made it on the show.
And so I know this has been very empowering for you, but tell us what it's been like for the deaf community. What have they been telling you? And also all of those who are now very intrigued by deaf culture. This has been a win all the way around.
I've been so overwhelmed with incredible feedback from the deaf community. Many deaf people are so excited to see a deaf person on the show, and that I've made such a popular attraction, and that they enjoy the show altogether. So people were surprised when I announced that I would be on the show, and some people would just watch it and they just so happened to see me on there, which was a surprise in and of itself. So yes, I'm representing the deaf community, and I'm just showing myself as a real life person, a person with a disability who can do anything like anyone else. So it was such an inspiration, so empowering, and I hope to empower other deaf people. I mean, I've gotten messages from people from all over saying that they're inspired, they're hopeful, and I do hope that this opened doors for more deaf people to be on screen and on television.
So what's been the best part of this experience?
The best part of this experience is knowing that I did not let fear stop me. I didn't let it stop me from doing what I want to achieve. I mean, I did have some negative self-talk, and I tried to talk myself out of it, but I had an even stronger feeling to do it. And, you know, I had to keep this a secret for about 1.5 years after the show filmed. And so now watching it on screen, seeing how proud my family are, how proud the community is of me, and actually seeing how I represented the deaf community on TV. I mean, I made history. And so that's the best part. And I've made lifelong friends from this show. And all the cast and all the players are such beautiful people.
Okay, and I know Raven is going to want to give you a shout out here, Paris. So I'm going to ask you a question. What about you, Paris? You're not just Raven's interpreter, but clearly a bestie and a soulmate. How was this experience for you?
This experience has been monumental. Yes, Raven is my bestie, and we've known each other for so many years, but there's something about seeing someone who looks like me, right, a Black person, succeed and be on television, and me being able to give the voice that is needed, right, and to match her style, her swag. I think, I mean, it's just an amazing feeling, and I'm so proud of her.
That's right. Sign language, it's visual, it's a tone, it's a feeling. You have to have the perfect interpreter. And I know folks are probably wondering, okay, what's the deal with two interpreters? Well, we're via Zoom, right? So Raven has to see Tiffany signing, and Paris is the voice for Raven, and Tiffany's just making this all happen for all of us because this is television. So hopefully I didn't confuse everybody more. But let's wrap it up with you, Raven. What's next after the circle? What's your next surprise for us?
Let me just say this. This is not the last time you'll see me on screen. There is so much that I want to do, so many barriers that I want to break, and I'm doing it all, and I can't wait to see it. So keep your eyes out on me. And this is a shout out to the deaf community. I also encourage people who want to learn sign language, please learn it. We're such beautiful people, and there's so much out there for you to learn. So that's my charge to you all.
I'm with you, and I was blessed to have family that were all teachers for the deaf, and that's why I love doing these types of segments and lifting up the deaf culture. So Raven, Paris, Tiffany, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you all. I'm very grateful. And thanks again to Raven and Paris and Tiffany.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.